Our next speaker is Nozuko, who will be evaluated by Steph. Steph, will you kindly share with us?
Yes, Madam Toastmaster, please excuse me if I'm sitting.
You are excused.
Thank you. Nozuko is doing her pathway for a persuasive influence. Level 3, your second project, correct?
Level 2, project 3.
Level 2, project 3. Okay. Oops. The purpose of her project is for Nozuko to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of her speech is for her to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege. And her time, Madam Timekeeper, is green on 5, amber on 6, red on 7.
Thank
Madam
you.
Toastmaster.
Please help me to welcome Nozuko Twala with a speech titled Life Begins at 40. Life Begins at 40, Nozuko Twala.
After 3, it become big. Even though nothing big is going to come out of it. So, my aunt is saying to us, life begins at 40. And I'm thinking, I'm 12. I'm counting, I'm thinking, what is she talking about? In any case, I suppose she was preparing to have a big 40th birthday celebration with her friends. She was the outgoing type. I don't remember actually eating that cake. And I thought to myself, why is she even saying this? In any case, life continues. I grow. And growing up as a child, who doesn't want to follow rules? I want to be the best grandchild. I want to be the best daughter. I want to be the best child in class. I want to be the best sibling. I want to be the best friend ever. So I follow the rules. I do what is expected of me. Then eventually I turn 40. And as Nadia said, or Mari, I can't remember, it takes a village or community to raise a child. There I am, you know, on my bucket list. I'm thinking I'm 40 now, and I'm ticking. I've done my schooling. My teachers must be proud of me. I've actually graduated. I have a decent job. I'm ticking and I'm happy. I have a son. I'm not married. I'm free. And I can travel. I have money. I can spend money. I have this, right? I've got this. I've got this life. As much as it is not authentic to compare yourself with friends, I'm also comparing myself with my peers. And then I'm thinking, we're on the same level. No competition, really, everything is just on par. So I'm happy. My parents must have been sleeping in peace because my life was really not creating problems for them. I suppose that's what every parent wants. You want to have peace after all. So overall, life is good. And I don't need to be deep about it at all. I'm just flowing through life. And most importantly, my profession defines me. It's one thing that defines me. And I'm thinking to myself, I need to have this under control. You know, I can't make mistakes. I just need to get this right. I can't be a victim or judge myself that much when I make mistakes. So I need to just have my profession under control. So it means then I protect myself, I'm avoiding to make mistakes. So I am in my 40s, so I'm thinking everything is going well. However, I start to have some minor health issues. Now I find myself seeing GPs regularly. I'm thinking, what is going on? I'm tired. I'm starting to be anxious and tired. I'm thinking, what could be going on? I'm also losing a long vision and plan for my life. Confidence is breaking a bit, and I'm also avoiding to be visible. So, Diro, I relate to what you were just saying. And quietly, I'm really stuck in patterns that are not really bringing growth to my overall life, for me to have a well-balanced life, that I can one day, before the angel of death comes, I can just say I've lived. I'm just stuck in patterns where I'm feeling heavy, I'm feeling anxious, I'm fatigued. And sometimes I did experience those moments in this meeting. And some people did actually see, and people ask questions, are you okay? And I could see some faces when I'm up here, some faces will have their fingers crossed. And then I realized that I need to have a mentor. I cannot do this alone. I need to have a mentor. There's also one person in the room who also makes sure that I get that mentor going. My first introductory session with my mentor, as I was leaving the room, I don't know how, he saw it. He says to me, Nozuko, you need to be comfortable to make mistakes. Oh, Nadia. And then I'm thinking, sure, how am I going to do this now? Something shifted. However, it was a feeling that was also familiar. I thought, am I coming back here? I don't think I am. However, as I was closing the door, my mentor said, by the way, create an outline of our mentorship program. And I suppose that's what made me to continue with the leadership, with the mentorship. The two experiences with my mentor and my aunt, it felt as if, Nadia again, I needed somebody to give me permission. When I look back in terms of what my aunt was saying, as much as I was still very young, now what I'm thinking she was saying was that when you get to a certain stage in your life and you realize that there are beliefs that are not working for you, I'm giving that permission to change those beliefs. It only dawned to me later on in terms of what was happening. Because she was saying maybe at that time she felt the freedom, she felt her authentic self, and she felt joyful and free. As part of the mentorship program, which is ongoing, I had to develop a framework on how I am learning and improving through the mentorship. A mentor can only give me an advice. A mentor cannot live my life. A mentor only follows my plan. And the framework that I am using is, I'm using a book by Don McGraw, I've forgotten the surname, and the title of the book is Practical Guide to Freedom. And it's bringing 4 areas that are important in my journey. So as I'm concluding with my speech, and I felt such courage from all your speeches. It gave me courage to have my speech. As much as I was not prepared for it, there was some alignment. So in closing, I would like to leave you with this. What past agreements are you still living by? What could you change if you gave yourself a chance to explain or rewrite them? Life begins when one chooses freedom, authenticity, and love. And as for me, as much as I'm still learning towards 50s, life does begin at 40. Madam Toastmaster.